feels as though I have come full circle with Bereaved families, attending this very evening for the last decade along with the Walk to Remember, to then becoming staff, a placement student, a teen group facilitator, and now here as a guest speaker. My focus tonight for the next 5 minutes or so isn't fully about our dear loved ones who are no longer here. I feel compelled to show up here for you tonight, to remind you about your life, to reignite a spark that may have been dimmed for a long time or a short time. With what I share tonight, my intention is to give parents maybe an insight as to how youth cope after a loss, and also to give each and every one of you here tonight a fresh perspective as to how you can still move forward, not move on, but move forward with your life as this new normal. My name is Ashley Ann, and I am the author of The Key to Happiness. And one of the most common questions people ask me is, what could I know about life and happiness? Now, this may sound strange to most, but I feel it's safe to say that if it wasn't for loss, I wouldn't have the wisdom that I have for a 25-year-old. I wouldn't have the appreciation for life that I have today, and I know I wouldn't be in this very position right now sharing my personal story with all of you. I know that a piece of my destiny here on earth is to share so that I can bring some healing. The moment loss became my reality is the moment my life changed completely. And I know each and every one of us in this room can agree with me on that. You see, I took life for granted. I told myself for many years that I would never lose someone. That isn't something that would happen to my family. 13 years old, and I lost my cousin Tim, who at the time was only 20 years old. And I remember for so long feeling confused as to why and how this could happen and be my reality. I found myself questioning my faith, asking myself why me, why my family, asking myself who's next. I began to behave as a protector and a destructor, two labels I use to give an example, a simple understanding as to how I process death at the age of 13. All with the mission to take away the pain that my family was experiencing, and without realizing, I was sacrificing my own grief process. No matter the age, we all process and deal with grief in our own ways that we feel is best for us. Some of us process it instantly, and others years later. I chose later, with my cousin, with an uncle, with a grandfather. Later felt better. But that later came, and there was no more running away from that daunting thought that I was never going to see my loved ones again in this lifetime. I needed to face it, so I felt what I needed to feel. I asked what I wanted to know about them. I laughed about the special moments. I talked to them when I needed someone to just listen. And I picture and feel them standing with me as an army, watching me take on the world. As I've grown up, I've learned that there are simply things that are out of my control. And I know the frustration that brings to hear after you've lost a loved one. And I had heard, and I do believe that if we can see it in our mind, then we can hold it in our hands. But there still will be moments that won't be the case. In 2015, on Mother's Day, my grandmother had suffered from a stroke. I remember being in the hospital, simply staring at her, imagining her getting better and hearing her voice again. Unfortunately, 4 days later, we had lost her. There was a devastation that I had never felt before, but I had some of the most beautiful experiences with my grandmother after she passed, and I still experience them today. I had a big dream of going abroad and volunteering, and you can say my grandmother's sudden passing was my biggest wake-up call. She had passed on May 14th, and on August 14th, 3 months to the day, I was on a plane going to Nicaragua to fulfill this dream. She was with me every single day. I had a dream one night about a year after my grandmother had passed, and that felt more real than just being a dream. Her and I sat and talked, and she told me how proud she was of me and hugged me so tight that when I opened my eyes, I could still feel her arms around me. These moments give me the belief that our connection is not lost. I can close my eyes in this very moment and see them all standing right beside me. When I hear her signs and I feel her in those moments, I pay attention when my loved ones are giving me those signs. To me, I see the best way to honor them is to be who I'm meant to be. who I am right now, and share what they taught me while they were still here in the physical form, and also what they continue to teach me as I remain connected to their soul. I know that ache in your heart, the tears that don't stop, because we just want to see them. We want to feel them and hear their voice. I can promise you that you can miss them, love them, honor them, all while being happy, living out your dreams, and still living your best life. So let loss be the teacher that snaps their fingers and tells you to come back to the room. Be present with today, with right now. A room full of strangers who have come together because of love. And I say love because we are blessed to have someone or people that we love so much that we continue to remember them. Be present every single day. Release yourself from anything in the past that holds you back from having amazing relationships with your loved ones. Appreciate the time you spend with your family. Make an effort to see those that you love. Make an effort to mend relationships that have had wears and tears. And I want to emphasize that one. Mend the relationships that have had wears and tears, because life is too short to be anything but happy. So let go of what holds you down and weighs down on you today. And with that, let loss be the moment you wake up to your dreams, no matter how big or small. If you find yourself saying, I've always wanted to do that, then that's something you need to go after. Don't just not do it because it's the easier solution. Try, in whatever capacity that looks like for you, just try. Your loved ones will be right there with you, cheering you on and working with this universe to help you achieve them. The truth is, unfortunately, life can be short. We aren't promised time, which leads me to believe that every second of every day and every single year that goes by is a moment to express gratitude for your life. You are alive, you are breathing, you deserve happiness, you deserve love, and you deserve to continue forward. Thank you.